What's going on, Washington fans? I am Josh Taylor, aka JTFB, and that's Rio Robinson. You know who Rio is. And we're here to, I guess, talk about this matchup that we were once excited for. Now we're like, I don't know what to expect out of this team. So, Rio, I'm going to ask you off the jump. First off, is this team the team that played Chicago, or is this the team that played, I guess, Philadelphia close, if you want to call that like a win?
Oh God, we gotta bask in the moral victory. We're back to that, bro. We're back to that. Oh, are we the team that almost beat somebody, or are we the team that got our ass beat? And I hate both of those answers. I hope somewhere deep down in our core we're a better team than both of those, because I don't want to cling on to victories we didn't get. You know, our best performance this year came in a game in which we lost through a month of the season in year 4 of a regime. That's not something to hang your hat on.
I'm just saying, man, we're benching our first round draft pick DB. We are looking for people to get fired. Like this, we thought things were going to be different this year. We got bamboozled because we sold the team. And I will say, like, of course, outside stuff is important. We took care of the dirty work. But it's like the product on the field is exactly the same. So, like, what is going on? Like, in your honest opinion, is it just the coaching? Is it the players aren't good as we thought they were? Or do you think they're not really believing in what they're doing on the field? Because that's what I think it is. I think we have the talent. I think we have the roster. But it just looks like that passion, that drive. They're not aggressive. They're not running to the ball. Everyone's just kind of just like half-assing every play.
Yeah, what Drake say, combination. I think it's a combination of both. It's the players and the coaches, because while the scheme is something we questioned for 4 years, the players on the roster, people tell us nationally and locally every year how good this roster is. Washington's built. LeBron even hung his hat on it. You know, if the next coach that replaces me comes here and wins, send me my ring. I built this.
Hell no.
This what you talking about? This what you built, Ronald? You know what I'm saying? But it's a combination of both, because we have good enough players to be a consistent playoff team, but we never put it all together. Just like we get on the coaches, we can get on the players too. They're not doing their job. I promise you, me and you could go out and put up fantasy points on our defense.
I would like to say you're wrong, but I don't think you are. And it's never a personal thing. Like, we don't hate these players. But I think at the same time, like you said, if we're going to hype you up all off season, if I'm going to buy your $120 jersey, whatever, I'm allowed, like, as a fan, as a media content, whatever you want to be, I think you're allowed to critique the team, kind of criticize what's going on the field, because we haven't seen, like, we expect something different every year, but we get back into the same boat. We thought this defense was going to be like top 5, maybe top 3 because of what we saw at the end of the season last year. And now look at us. We're back to looking like that bad defense that has communication issues in the secondary. The safeties aren't playing well. I don't know what we got at linebacker right now. And then our defensive line isn't getting to the quarterback, aside from Chase Young every now and then. So it's like the complete opposite of what we thought was going to happen. We thought Chase was going to suck. He actually looks decent. We thought this O-line was going to be terrible. They have some good, some bad. We thought the secondary was going to ball out, and it's not happening. And then you got Derek Forrest that gets hurt. He wasn't even playing that good. And then Jeremy Reeves is hurt on special teams. Reeves is probably out for the season.
Oh, he's definitely out for the season. They're not saying that, but a partially torn ACL at this point in the season, he's gone.
Yeah, he's not Adrian Peterson. And then you have, like I said, Forrest goes out, and he's probably, a fractured shoulder, that's not good, especially as a safety, and, like, your main job is, like, hitting, essentially. And he played special teams, like, he would rotate in. That's not good. He's probably out for a long time as well.
They're both cooked. And we're like, it's a blessing in disguise. You never want it to be someone getting hurt. But we're going to find out what that second round pick is. And we're going to find out what our third round pick of last year is. And we're going to find out fast.
I'm about to say, Quan Martin's going to go from, like, no snaps to he's going to play on every special teams rep, and he better be on the field on defense. I would say probably 60, 70% of the time. Like, Percy Butler's going to be out there a lot, and Percy Butler hasn't been good either, honestly. He's been rough, out of position, blowing coverages, giving up big plays.
He thinks too much. You could tell he's thinking a lot on the field.
Oh, yeah. But, like, I want to see Quan Martin. Like, I thought he was good coming out of Illinois. I was hype about the pick. I was like, if we get 2 DBs in the first 2 rounds, these guys better look like Darrelle Revis and fucking Ed Reed back there. Like, they have to be good. And instead, we got some Dollar General version of the
Our
guys.
draft class is probably the worst through 5 weeks that we've ever seen here. We're not getting anything from our draft class. Like not one thing. We got like 5 healthy scratches. Like my God, it's historically and epically bad.
Dude, that's what I said when I went live on Bleacher Report after that game. I was like, when do you start talking about this draft class? And once again, like I'm not mad at the players. I can't say, oh, KJ Henry's a bust because I ain't seen him. I can't say, oh, Ricky Stromberg, like why did you draft him if he ain't ready? I ain't seen him. Like in my opinion, the conversation is, if Ron, you're gonna hang your hat on this roster you built, what was your plan going into this draft? And what was your thought process? Because he already came out and said that the reason they got Quan is for a depth safety in the second round.
Drafted for depth in his final year. In what looks like a lame duck season, he drafted for depth on the second round. A second round pick that could have got us an impact player on the offensive line or an impact player in a numerous amount of spots. Like, what are we doing?
And that the safety position at that time was our one of our deepest positions, because you did have Percy Butler and you did have Jeremy Reeves who were healthy, and you had Forrest. So like you had a lot of guys that were rotating in, and you're like, you know what, guys, we should get a guy who can do the same thing in the second round just in case. Cody here says, you want to know what's depressing? Look up the offensive line we had when Ron took over. Imagine if we had that O-line with Sam. So what do we have? Trent, Sheriff was.
This is gonna make me sick. First of all, I still cannot believe that we lost the best tackle in the league for like a bag of chips. Like,
dude,
that,
and he hasn't dropped off at all.
I think about that often, man.
And what did Ron say? He had to prove himself or something like that?
He had to go prove. He had to go earn it. What are you talking about?
One of the best of all time.
Ron came in wilding. He picked Scott Turner over Kevin O'Connell. He told Trent he needs to work for a contract. Who the hell did Ron think he was when he got this job?
He went to that Super Bowl with Cam and it just blew up his head. Like Riverboat Ron is now Paddleboat Ron Rivera. God, who else was on that line? I think was Morgan Moses here.
Yeah, Morgan
Moses, Sheriff, Trent, and I'm trying to think. I guess
who was the left guard?
Was Chase Roy like a rookie then?
Yeah, he was like a rookie-ish situation. I don't even remember off the top of my head.
I can't remember who left guard was. But, I mean, it was way better than what it was now.
Wasn't the left guard foreign dude? What was his name? I'm tripping off the top of my... We had a guard. I'm trying to remember who the guard was.
He said Morgan Chase Flowers. I can't remember who the other...
Oh, yeah, Flowers was one of them. Flowers was moving when he was in the...
Was he the left guard?
He was like, yeah, for 1 year. Eric Flowers.
Yeah, Eric Flowers was left guard. Let me move him out. Chase Radar. What up, Chase? Appreciate you, man. He said, do your job, fellas.
Oh, my God. The sign. That's what changed the season, yo. The season's lit now because Ron put a sign on the door.
What's funny to me, though, is he has nothing to say at halftime when we're getting blown out at home, primetime game. He walked in the locker room. He said, man, good luck, fellas. Y'all figure it out. Y'all talk amongst yourselves because I ain't got nothing to say.
People were texting me at the game, like, did you just hear what Ron said? I said, hell no, I'm at the game. So now I didn't hear what Ron said. He was like, yo, he just told Prime, the Amazon Prime, that he didn't talk to the players and he told the players to talk to themselves. And I was like, you're lying. I was like, Ron wouldn't even say nothing that stupid. And Ron says dumb shit all the time. And then I found the clip and was like, man, this dude is so cooked.
Someone said Ron probably went up to the concessions, got some of them mumbo tenders, and went back to the field. He said, hey, y'all figure it out. I heard they got that mumbo, the DMV crab roll, got some good food finally. So we're going to head over there and get something. Y'all talk, figure it out.
The shit they put on the field was like that McDonald's gentrified mumbo sauce. They bringing that nasty poisonous
mambo sauce. It's not even mambo sauce.
What is the meat? I want to know what the mystery meat in a McRib is. Yo.
I don't even want to know, honestly, because it actually does slap. I be eating it all the time when it comes out.
You look like you eat a McRib.
I ain't gonna lie. No, you know what I saw today? And I said I'm going to try. Wendy's has a pumpkin spice frosty out now. My ass is going tomorrow, bro. I'm the most basic person.
I like me some pumpkin spice, bro. I'll be like the white girl. I'm like a basic white girl in the fall, bro. So I already know that don't smack. I don't even gotta have it.
It's a frosty, bro. Put some fries in that too. But do your job, dude. It's so funny to me. And I said, I was kind of kidding, but I was like, I wonder if someone put that sign on his door. Because honestly, like, and I said this, what is his job? Like,
I said this shit today on my game preview. What does his job consist of at this point? He's delegated all the duties to his coordinators and stuff. What is he doing?
And honestly, he's not He's not calling any plays on offense or defense. Like he's not like Sean McVay or one of these guys that like calls plays like Sean Payton and someone like that. He doesn't like. I guess his only job is to literally throw a challenge flag or call a timeout.
He don't do nothing in the front office either. So it's like, what the fuck is he actually doing?
He's like, all right, good play call. All right, EB. Okay. Oh, should we call a timeout?
Ron looks like a professional camp counselor, bro. Like he's just walking around checking on his junior counselors, checking on the high school kids that run the show.
Probably said he's life jacket Ron. Yeah, he hanging on by a thread. You know that picture of the guy's book bag?
Yes.
That's Ron Rivera's career. He is hanging in. What's up, man? He said you guys are one of one. Appreciate it. Always good having you come through here. Dude. And the thing, even Belichick's struggling right now. They're saying he might get fired by the end of the season. Can you imagine Belichick getting fired? Like, I never would have.
Bro, after 2 decades of absolute dominance, bro, like, he's allowed to have some shit seasons. Like, Ron, all he really knows is bad seasons. Like, literally, Cam Newton is 100% responsible for why we respect Ron as a coach. And we need to take another look at what Ron's been as a coach for 13 years.
Cam and Luke Kuechly. He thought, yo, I had Luke Kuechly. I know what a good defense is. No, you just had Luke Kuechly before you had like 100 concussions.
He's got here and has ignored the linebacker position since the day he's gotten here, bro. Like, we've progressively got worse at linebacker every year.
I must say, I don't even remember who our linebackers were when he got here.
Man, it's just Mason Foster. It was Mason
Foster. Dude, honestly, I think it was Mason Foster.
Mason Foster and Bostic.
Bostic or Will Compton. Like, hey, shout out. I love Will though, right? Will's a real one. He's such a cool dude. Let's see. Cody said, why can't JDR disguise coverages, show pressure, but disguise it or run stunts? We run such a basic vanilla defense that everyone knows what we are doing. JDR does not adjust at all. And that's something I pointed out during the Bears game. And I and God forbid, I actually did this to myself. I went back and rewatched the Bears game during the 49ers and Cowboys game. And I counted how many times we ran a stunt. And it was 3 times. And you know who the 2 people were on the D-line doing the stunt?
Who?
It was Sweat and Payne. And you know how effective it was? Not a damn thing, dude. No, it was the slowest, most ineffective stunt I've ever seen in my life. You know what plays it was?
It's like we run these long-ass safety blitzes. Like you're sending slow-ass Cam Curl 40 yards down the field on a safety blitz. He ain't getting home to nobody. Like, what are we doing, man?
Dude, but like the plays that we did it on was the first big throw to DJ Moore to on the left sideline. And then the second one was I think it was a catch? The one where Forbes just had no effort in tackling the guy.
Oh, yeah, he wanted no play. He made a big business decision. No part of wanting to make
that play. And then the DJ Moore touchdown over Kendall Fuller where he like fully extended it. That was the 3 times we ran it, and it was like the 3 biggest plays. It's so like, dude, why is Chase Young and John Allen not doing it? Because like on a stunt, you essentially want your D tackle to like go outside and take up the guard and that tackle, and then your outside guy swings back through and has like a wide open lane. Yep. If you have a 3-4 defense, it's perfect because you got somebody fast. You got like a Bradley Chubb, or you have someone like that who can just do it. You got Montez Sweat trying to loop around fucking Deron Payne. Bro, all they did was switch spaces. Like the tackle and the guard are just like, okay. Like, cool. Like I just picked him up. You got the 2 slowest guys on the D line. Not that they're like slow, but it's like it's not effective at all. Like it does absolutely nothing. If anything, it opens up a wide open hole for whoever's running because you have 2 guys trying to figure out what to do to switch spaces. Dude, it was just so bad. Like, and we don't, like you said, if we blitz, we bring like Cam Curl from like the tunnel. Like it does nothing. We don't have Jamin Davis going at the quarterback, rarely ever. The fastest guy we do have at the linebacker spot. And honestly, I don't want Cody Barton by himself out there on an island. Good God.
I don't want Cody Barton by himself with 10 people or nothing. I don't want Cody Barton out there, to be honest. Don't tell Jack Del Rio that, but obviously he's going to ride for his guy. But
he prepares well, Rio.
Yep, he prepares well. He's great in the classroom.
Look,
you know,
I meal prep and I'm still big. Prepping don't do shit if you don't put the work in. I'm still fat. It's still fall season, baby.
He's good in the classroom. Well, I'm glad that he would get honor roll in school, but like he does not perform.
Still get bullied.
He does not perform when the lights get on. They still giving him swirlies in the bathroom, my guy.
The smart kids get picked on. He getting bullied on Sundays. That's for damn sure. He said, if we lose Sunday as in mock draft season, I've been doing mock drafts since
we already been Chase. I've been seeing Chase radar. He been putting out the mocks. He been speaking the Ben Johnson gospel. We've been talking about Adam. He been putting Adam Peters and Borgonzi on it. Yeah, we're in full 2024. Restack the front office and coaching staff already 5 weeks into the season. We're already there, brother.
I saw someone today put up it was a Patrick Surtain jersey swap. I don't know if it was Chase or what. Somebody did. It was either him or like Commander season, one of the other ones.
Manifest it, bro. Manifest it.
Look, I know they say he's untouchable, but you got to try to get him here, man. PS2, he got the best chain in the game too. Literally a PlayStation 2 controller. That's dope. Let's see. Jack has to go if Atlanta gets 30 plus, even if Washington wins.
Ritter about to go for 380 and 3 tutties on us.
Like, dude, Ritter didn't look bad against Houston last Sunday.
330.
Yeah, like that was his breakout game. I'm like, thank God he had it before us, because if not, if it would have happened against us, and then Pitts actually had somewhat of a breakout game last week.
Had his breakout game right before us, and then had one on us too. So he might be going for the double up like Justin did.
Kyle Pitts is going to look like the Florida Kyle Pitts.
I expect it. That was one of my predictions, is that everything that they drafted him to be, he'll look like it for the first time on Sunday, because that's what we do here. Honestly,
what I'm doing is I'm putting St. Juice on Pitts.
I like it.
Either him or Quan Martin. Throw Quan Martin to the Wolves.
Figure
it out, young buck.
I need to see if Quan Martin can play football first.
I'll say, I know
yes.
He's faster than St. Juice, but St. Juice is more physical, which I feel like St. Juice would run with Pitts better. One, because he's played inside. He's probably going to be nickel again. Unless Danny Johnson starts. What do we do if Danny Johnson starts? What conversation are we having?
If Danny Johnson starts and it continues,
starts over Forbes,
then it's very telling. Bro, he looks sad. He looks like I watched this interview with Scott Abraham the other day in practice. His swagger's gone, bro. His swagger, he's completely shot, bro. Guy, find your light again and play football. Come on, man.
Jesus.
Come on, man. It's football, man. You're going to have off days you got to bounce back from. He looks so not himself. No. I need him to get going. But if Danny Johnson ends up starting over Forbes and it's something that lasts a couple weeks, then we're in trouble. That means that we have pretty much a full draft class of nothing if our first round pick can't even get on the field over Danny Johnson.
But you know what really frustrates me? The fact that we are willing to pull out our rookie first round corner, but we have no problem leaving Barton out there, looking the way he does, and he wears the green dot.
Yep.
Whose idea was it to give Barton the green dot? Cam Curl used to have it. I think Cam Curl should at least get a shot to have it back. But no, they said, you know what? We should give one of our worst players on defense the green dot. And we wonder why we're having communication issues on the field and wondering why this defense looks so bad. Because you decided to give the one new guy we have on defense, that's not a rookie, one guy, you gave him the green dot. Said, welcome to the team. Hey, you're gonna be calling everything. You're gonna be the communication point on the field. Bruce Glass is optimistic. He said Washington wins this game by at least 10 points. I haven't watched your video yet, so I don't want you to spoil too much. Go check it out. Rambling with Rio. Subscribe if you don't already. If you don't, I don't know why you're here watching mine without.
Definitely didn't predict the win.
Okay, well,
plays better when I predict them to lose. So that's the energy I'm on until otherwise.
I wasn't gonna ask, but I'm glad you said. Honestly, and I don't care that it's at Atlanta. That's you want to know the worst home crowd in the NFL is the Cowboys.
Yep.
Even Cowboy fans. Our guy Jay Tuck. He be talking about it all the time, yo.
Shout out Tuck.
That crowd sucks. Their home crowd is terrible. Everybody's sitting down. Everybody's win. Even if they're winning, bro, they're just bro, do something. Act like you want to be there. But the Falcons are probably second. Their home crowd is terrible. They don't give a flying, you know what, about the Falcons, bro. They are all about the Georgia Bulldogs. That is their approach.
They're there for the nice stadium and the vibes.
Yeah, the food. I mean, it is a good. That's one of my favorite stadiums I've been to, honestly. So I don't blame it. Bradley said Pitts got a 88 speed on Madden. That's insane. For a tight end that doesn't do much, that is crazy. But someone said that because he got hurt last year. Someone said, dude, he does not look the same. His routes and stuff are way off. They think he's still banged up.
Don't worry, we'll get him right though. You know, we're ultimate medicine, bro. If you need something fixed,
we'll stretch him out, whatever he needs.
We'll get you right. He's gonna look like the most refined tight end in NFL history on Sunday because that's what we do.
Forbes getting no help the last 2 weeks is not fair to him. And I will say, like, this is what drives me nuts, though. If you're willing to leave him on the number one wide receiver, why are you going to pull him out the game? Like, if you're going to keep that aggressive mindset and say, like, yeah, go guard A.J. Brown, go guard, DJ Moore. Like, we're going to leave you against the number one wide receiver, but as soon as you struggle, we're going to pull you out.
My thing is they don't really got nothing better. So, like, I understand the point of benching him, but what do we really have behind him? We don't throw out Danny Johnson. Oh, he came in and got drummed too. So it was like,
yep, that was Kendall's worst game this season too. I hate to say it. He was doing good up until then, but he looked atrocious that game.
We don't have a dog in the cornerback room. We need a dog.
Dude, we don't have many dogs on this team except like if you had to pick the dogs, who would you say? Terry.
John Allen.
John Allen's a dog. Terry, John Allen.
That's it. Those are John Ridgeway, dog. Dog.
That's a DAWG dog.
Yeah, dog. Those are the dogs on the roster.
That's that South Arkansas dog.
He big corn-fed white boy dog there.
I think Nick Gates is a dog off the field, but not on the field. Like he ready to fight you in a play after, but he getting beat one-on-one.
I think the most frustrating thing about the team right now is the quarterback versus the offensive line because it looks upon immediately watching the game that the line sucks, but the line doesn't suck, bro. Sam be putting himself into pressure, bro.
It's both. I'll say
Sam be wilding, bro.
Leno has been much better the last few weeks, and that's a guy that I've been calling garbage, sadly, unfortunately.
He's been better than garbage this year.
And then Sadiq Charles has been lights out. Sam Cosby's been lights out. Gates he's either good or he's bad. And same
Cosby be lost sometime though. Cosby, like on the screens, Cosby don't be knowing who to put his hands on sometimes.
Look, just find somebody, bro. Hit somebody. Give us somebody to pancake, as long as it ain't your guy. And then Wiley, man.
I feel like Wiley is the only one that sucks on the line. Like no one else sucks on the offensive line.
Yeah, Cody said, when do you put in Chris Paul for Wiley? First of all, I don't think Chris Paul can even play right tackle.
Yeah, I'm not.
If anything, it'd be Corn Lucas. But they're going to ride to the death with Wiley because that was the top free agent signing. That was Eric Bieniemy's guy. Mm-hmm. He got the Super Bowl rings, bro. Mm-hmm. To me, that don't mean nothing. Like
what's crazy is that was like his only good game for the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my God, that dude looked crazy in the Super Bowl. But other than that, he was garbage. They said, "Yo, we gotta sign this guy immediately."
Man was our priority. Man was our priority signing, bro. But honestly, he's the only weak link on the line. The line not even terrible. To have given up 30 sacks in 5 weeks, the line not being terrible, it's very confusing. That's why Howell is like the hardest evaluation on the team so far because he does so much good that you can look at and say he could be the future here. But the red flags are just as glaring as the promise. And it's like, goddamn, bro. Like, what are we doing here?
Well, that was his biggest thing at North Carolina, too. And it's translated. Like, he does take a lot of sacks. Malik Willis was just as bad as he was, like, going into sacks.
His process is a little slow. Like, I forgot who said, I think it was Orlovsky, was like, he gets to the top of his drop and stands still and just does nothing. Like, he gets to the top of his drop and gets on pause. Like, like even
I think my man's frozen. but when he is clicking though, and he's like he knows what he's doing when he's going through his reads, like he can make the good throws. So he's got to clean that up. Mm-hmm. I think it's gotten better because like I had North Carolina, like it was glaring because the most broken tackles like in every like drop back was Malik Willis, like number 1 all time, and then Sam Howell was like number 2 all time. Like most broken tackles, which is not good because you're just running through the pocket when you're not supposed to.
Yeah, it's self-inflicted. Like even with clean pockets, like sometimes Sam moves to the pressure. He fades into the pressure sometime, and it's like, guy, see that. Oh, also he has to have better feel. He never feels pressure from the blind side. Quarterbacks have to have that instinct, that innate ability to feel a guy coming on the opposite side. And maybe you took a quick glance even without turning your head to it. You have to see it out your peripheral. Sam does not feel pressure off the blind side at all.
I'm gonna need Chase to not be saying this out loud, man, because this is my draft crush right here. Chris Paul's brother is the left tackle for Houston. Dude is a baller. Yeah. He's right now, like, no one really knows about him. I've seen a couple people talk. They played last night. I was watching against West Virginia. Yeah, crazy ass game, dude. Wow. Hail Mary to win it after West Virginia was celebrating, which is hilarious because I hate West Virginia. But his brother Patrick Paul, legit left tackle, dude. If we do say, go on a run, we get that like pick 16 again. He's a guy like I'm looking at late first, even maybe possibly in the second round. That could be like a starting left tackle. So
what is this run you speak of?
it's coming. Like
Sunday will tell me if we're gonna even get a Mickey Mouse win streak this year, because I don't even know if I see it this year. Like, I need something to feel promising about, because right now I feel so low on this season. Like, it's almost to the point where I want to see how low this shit can go before the owners are forced.
I don't want to get there. We've lived in that purgatory for so long.
I don't either, but it's where we're going in January. If we fall to 2-6, they got to do something, right?
Oh, yeah. Magic Johnson, like, he's already pissed that the Dodgers look like ass.
He's pissed. Oh, yeah, he
said, we lost because we can't pitch and the bats sucked.
And Magic's the most positive dude ever in his Captain Obvious tweets after game.
Yeah.
Man already came for Ron and them.
He said Washington lost because we didn't score more than the other team.
Man, my man Magic is coming for Ron and them net. Brand Josina dropped a whole ass manifesto.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they know. They see what's going on over here.
But I was going to ask you about that. I'm glad you said something. That tweet looked a little drawn up. That was too long to just pull out of the sky.
Now, that tweet read to me as Magic been talking to Josina Anderson.
I was going to say, do you think that someone like sent her that, or like she got, I won't say like no one said, hey, tweet this out. But I guarantee you, like, she's good at what she does. She feels out. Great.
She gives people comfortable. Like, she makes people comfortable. So I imagine in a text exchange with Irvin Magic Johnson, Magic probably said somehow how he was feeling. And he was like, am I cool to speak on that? He probably said, hey, don't put my name on it, but go ahead. Because people need to know. Y'all need to do your job on the door. The first person that need to look at that every day is Ronald.
Proud pessimist for you.
Proud pessimist.
I'll say it's proud, but it's just like we know, like we're used to this. This is what we are as fans of the Washington, whatever you want to call us.
This is home.
This is where we belong. We might do mock drafts on the show next week. If next time I go live, I might give y'all a 7-round rundown and tell you who we're gonna cut.
This ain't even gonna hurt. Wait till we play Tyrod Taylor and the Giants next week and somehow mess that one up. That's when we're in peak mock draft season, and somebody's job someone's head has to be on a spike Monday morning if we lose to the Giants.
If we lose to the Falcons and then go, is it at home? It's not at home. It's
New York.
It's at New York. Who else is out?
It's Philly at home after that.
It's sold out though.
That's why
it's sold out.
That's why I said to it, it's sold out. That shit gonna be 74% Eagles fan. Last year was so obnoxious. Yo.
I was at that game, bro. I looked like Ron Rivera the whole time.
I went over to the bus lot to meet some Eagles podcast guys that I know. Dog, there was 20,000 Eagles fans in that one lot. I was the only thing burgundy from like a 3-mile radius, bro.
I know way too many people that live in Philly that come to this game every year.
They're going to fill that thing up on the 29th. It's going to be that.
And that's the thing that pisses me off. We can never play them well at home. We can only play well at Philly.
Yep, and that's why.
No sense. I'm not going to Philly.
That game, I'm going up that jump to enjoy the vibe, see my team, and go see what these ladies at the stadium talk about.
Leave in the third quarter.
I'm there just to see the women, bro. The women. That's what I'm there for.
Hey, it ain't much to watch on the field, that's for sure, during that game.
Hey, go team, though. Go Commanders, though. Let's go. Let's go.
But so if we do lose to the Giants, which for some reason we don't play them well ever either, they got Evan Neal's out, and he's been terrible anyways. Their whole offensive line, like they statistically have the worst offensive line in the league right now.
Their offensive line is way worse than our offensive line.
Somehow we're like top 15 or like even like 12 or something like that right now.
I think this is like 9th in like pass blocking.
But if we lose to the Falcons and the Giants, I don't see how like as a new owner you sit back and I've had people say like we do need to fire Ron, we do need to fire Jack Del Rio, but like who takes over for Ron? Is you just elevate Eric Bieniemy?
I mean, I guess you just audition your offensive coordinator. You audition EB, but like there's still positions to fill on the other spots of the coaching staff. But we already know where this is heading. But at 2-5, 2-6, like if it gets there, as new owners, you like even as new owners, you gotta do something. You gotta make some shit shake, bro.
You gotta be aggressive. And we saw that. Who was it? The Broncos got new owners, and look what they did. They traded draft picks for Sean Payton. Like they're like, we gotta do something.
They fired Nathaniel Hackett on Christmas Day.
Yo, that's rough.
Yo, that's
bad, bro. Now look at them. Like, they did this to themselves.
They got 50 put on their head tops on Christmas Day, bro.
They did this to themselves, man. This run of average they're about to go through. And that's another team that we're all looking at. Like if they can start trading some players, selling, who should we get? But I think I would have no problem with Eric Bieniemy taking over as a head coach. Like he's the interim. Like he's just gonna do what he does now, plus a little bit more. Like I don't care.
Sounds like he's the head coach. So
yeah, like just the way he talks. But like, who would take over for Del Rio? Everybody's new on defense. Like honestly, everybody's new.
Hey, they got to get the fan base into it. We promoting Kerrigan like shit. We promoting Kerrigan. You are the defensive coordinator.
Either that, or they're gonna remember that. Or what was it? Not an arena football league. It was something else, like a fan-controlled football league, where fans got to vote on an app, like what plays to run. That's gonna be our defense.
No bullshit. Like, hey, Greg
cover
Williams
three, Tampa 2.
Greg Williams coached the defenders, bro. He right across the road.
Dude, but like, and someone like I think Justina mentioned Chris Harris a little bit. I wonder what it would take to get him back. And he said,
can you make that kind of hire in season? I don't think do people do that. I've never seen that.
I don't know.
You only make interim hires. Like, do you ever see interim hires outsourced? Really? Well, we saw Jeff Saturday come out the booth and head coach the Colts. So you never know.
That didn't even I completely forgot that even happened. That doesn't even feel real.
Pull that nigga off NFL.
See if Rex Ryan will come coach the defense.
Pull that man off NFL Live to the coach to be a head coach in season. Bro.
We'll have Darren Orlovsky as the quarterbacks coach. We'll get Rex Ryan to do the defense.
Yep, Javita Pritchard's the OC.
Or Ryan Clark. Tell Ryan Clark to come coach the defense up. Bring RC back.
Because I imagine Ron and Del Rio are like a package deal. So who would take over the defense, bro? Zanina?
Dude,
I'm telling you, for name factor and for sizzle, you gotta name Kerrigan the defensive.
Oh yeah, people are like, whoa, what? You can't say Zanina. People are like, who?
Yeah, man, who's this guy?
I mean, he was new too. Like he just started. Like we got new DB coach, new D line coach. So I mean, it might be one of those things where we just write it out for the rest of the season. But like you look at this Falcons game. It's very losable. Especially I watched their whole game last week because I was like, all right, this is the next team we got. Let me see what we got to go against. I like watching the Texans. They're a good team too. Shout out to D'Amico Ryans.
Stroud, my boy.
Wish we had. Oh yeah, Stroud's killing it, bro. But Bijan Robinson, man, that dude is different.
Oh, he's nasty. And
it's funny because you remember who was pushing the Bijan propaganda to Washington in the draft time?
Keith on Twitter, bro. He's different, bro. Like there's a difference between what we have in our backfield and what he is and what he's capable of. Like he's different, bro.
And like everybody knew that. And it's funny, every single draft people overthink like, oh, I don't know, man. You can't take a running back that high. You can't take so-and-so this high, y'all.
He's nice.
Or like Brian Branch, man, he shouldn't be a first-round pick. Like, don't be stupid. Don't overthink it. Just draft good players.
Draft good players. It could be that simple. It could be that simple, but the league has to overthink everything. Bijan Robinson is different.
He's got 67 carries for 364 yards. It feels like he has more.
And wow, he doesn't have a rushing touchdown yet. So you can if you guys are in the bets here, anytime touchdown score Sunday, Bijan Robinson rushing touchdown. It's gonna happen. Everybody gets there first on Washington. Everybody pops their cherry on us, bro.
And then Tyler Algier, he can run the ball. We allow 133 rushing yards per game, 251 passing yards per game.
5 yards a carry, pretty much.
And dude, we only average 91 rushing yards a game. That's so bad. And it's because we're usually down at the end of the first quarter. Let me get back over here. He said you can take a running back that talented that high. Barkley, Gurley, we're definitely worth going that high. Absolutely. And dude, like that's what's crazy. People say, "Oh, run game's not important," but like think about the teams that are doing good. Like I know Jalen Hurts is great, but dude, like their best games is when Swift is going off. Like when they put the ball just in Jalen Hurts' hands and he's not running it, like he throws some stupid passes. They're not nearly as good. Like you still have to have a running game in this league to balance out. You can't just throw it 51 times like we did the other games.
55 times in a row.
Jesus Christ, bro. 0 design runs. That's so bad. They're gonna line up Bijan up in the slot. We're gonna get cooked. Bro, he's deadly in the receiving game. He's doing behind the back, fucking alley oops. Shaq and Kobe.
That sky cam view of his touchdown was so nasty. That was the illest shit I've seen last week, bro.
You know they're gonna do it on us. We gonna see Cody Barton's ankle.
Barton about to clamp him, bro. Cody Barton about to clamp Bijan, bro. He about to have his worst game as a pro.
Cody Barton, do you remember the Saquon Barkley juke out on Bostic? We're gonna see that times 2 on Sunday. Bart, they're gonna have the little sky cam. Barton's gonna be like,
he got a verbal and out loud cosign from the DC. Barton going crazy on Sunday. Barton going for 18 tackles, a forced fumble,
2 interceptions,
a pick six, bro. This is the Cody Barton game, y'all. Bro, you're watching on Sunday. Watch for number 57, Cody Barton breakout game, bro. I'm calling it. I don't know if I really believe in this shit, but I'm trying to put some positive shit out in the air right now. Cody Barton breakout game. You heard it here first.
I got a hot take, dude. He's not gonna have a single turnover this whole season.
Who?
Cody Barton. He's not gonna cause a fumble. He's not gonna recover a fumble. He sure as hell isn't gonna intercept anything.
He out there vibing with his boys, man.
He said, "Oh, we gotta stop. My dad. Oh, it's the ball. Shoot!" Like, bro, come on. You let an offensive lineman truck across the field and get that thing.
If the defense can't get to the like, they literally have one good receiver, Drake London. He's straight. He's all right. Like, if they can't get going versus Mac Hollins and newly acquired Van Jefferson and company, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, I don't know what they're going to get better at if they can't stop these guys.
And that's the thing. Like, Kendall Fuller is going to have to be on Drake London, which is scary because Drake London's what, 6'4", 6'5", 215.
He's gonna dunk on him like we get dunked on by receivers every week.
Dude, Mac Hollins is like a 6'4" linebacker. That dude is built.
Man, when did he get so damn buff?
Dude, I don't know. The hair's flowing.
Imagine
like
Forbes on Mac Hollins.
Oh no!
Big business decisions.
He gonna drag him by his ankles the entire route. You coming with me, son? We getting this ball, son.
Oh man.
So I mean, dude.
God, why do we feel like this 5 weeks into the season, bro?
We thought defensive rookie of the year.
We ain't seen a win in a calendar month. Like, what are we doing, bro?
He said he recovered a fumble already. Which one he recovered?
He did recover one. He recovered the fumble versus was it the other day? No. He recovered the fumble versus Phil. No, it wasn't Phil. Philly was the one he was looking at when it was on the ground. I believe he did recover a fumble this year.
Was it the Denver one where Jamin knocked it out?
Yeah. I think Barton recovered that one.
Oh, well, he ain't getting no more the rest of the season. That's all. That was it. Eli said Barton not only gets benched, but they're putting him in street clothes after halftime, so he knows it's over. That's how bad he is.
He gonna wear that green dot for 17 weeks. He ain't going nowhere.
5 weeks into the season is
Cam
Curl with him.
No.
And I hate to say it, like, dude, we love Cam. You had Cam on your show.
I love Cam Curl.
Cam's a good dude.
Now, I until I see otherwise, right now nobody looks worth a break the bank extension. But I do like what I'm seeing from 99.
I'll pay him, but it's not like. It's not top 10 numbers.
I like what I'm seeing from 99. Chase Young looks as good as I've seen him look here, pressure-wise. Like, he's there. He doesn't always play discipline and under structure, but he's getting to the quarterback, and that's all I wanted from him when we drafted him. He's getting to the quarterback at a high rate. Keep doing what you're doing, Chase. Montez, too.
Yeah, Montez isn't play and that's the thing. Like, our defensive line isn't terrible. We just want more sacks. We want more pressure.
They're sack or bust. Like, if they don't if they don't sack the quarterback, our defense doesn't stand a chance. It's like that's all we got. It's our only trick. It's the only thing we got in the arsenal. Sack the quarterback.
But I think the worst thing this regime could do on the way out the door is to say, Chase, you know what? We're gonna pay you top 5 money, and then he gets hurt again.
They would have to do that in season though, right? Because they're not going to be here to do it next off season.
I mean, it depends when we let him go and everything. Because he's a free agent.
I don't think they're going to be here to make that decision though.
Yeah. I mean, it depends when we got rid of him.
After week 18, I think key cards are going to be handed out and pink slips. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be that whole front office and the coaching staff. I think everybody.
Unless we make the playoffs, they're starting over.
Yeah. And I think even if we make the playoff, I think we still may be starting over, because if we make the playoffs, it's going to be a we stumbled in type situation. It's not going to be like we're a solidified playoff team.
Yeah. Oh, and he said we're not going to tag. I doubt we would tag Chase. Dude, it's a pricey year. I would rather stretch it out for like 3 years instead of pay him. Like, hypothetically, I wouldn't give him like $20 million next year. I would give him like a 3-year, I don't know, like 28 or 30, like spread that thing out. Like, I'm not just tagging him and overpaying him for a year. But he's doing good. So like,
yeah, he's playing really well.
I think we can pay him and Sweat. I don't know about Cam though. Like, I agree with you. Like, I hate to say it, but like, I'm not paying nobody until this defense plays better. Like, you can't honestly say like, yo, I deserve a contract from what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, that defense. I'm not ready to hand out no extensions to anybody. I'm about 1 or 2 more losses in a row from saying trade all these motherfuckers. So like,
listen, EB has never lost 3 games in a row in his pro coaching career. That's wild.
The excessive man coverage, man. You know what my favorite thing about this team is? We always draft and sign guys and then assign them to do things that they're not productive at doing. Like, we don't say, we're going to take what you do and we're going to let you do it here. We sign guys, Josh Norman, William Jackson III, Emmanuel Forbes, and we say, we're not going to do anything you did in college. We're not going to do anything that you excelled at. We're going to make you play a new position here. Like, what are we doing, man?
Dude, zone coverage is so much better than man. Man is good when you have like Darrelle Revis, Sauce Gardner.
Surtain.
Yeah, Pat Surtain. Like, those guys.
We only got one of those.
But it's funny because he even said we choose to do it only when William Jackson leaves. William Jackson sucked because we played so much zone. And then he gets off the field and wow, the secondary is playing zone great. We're getting our receptions. Like, the secondary looks good. We're like, look at all these late round gems we got.
That is the Ronald Eugene Rivera 5-year roster building plan. That's what we do here, guys.
But then we went back to man. We said, you know what? We're doing so good in zone. We got Forbes. We want him to be sticky in coverage. We're going to go to man. And now look at the secondary. And they're like, oh, I don't know. Even Dan Orlovsky was tweeting during the game, why are they playing so much man coverage? Like, it makes no sense.
None.
And he's right. Kendall Fuller is the only guy who can keep up in man coverage.
Mm-hmm.
The safeties can't do it. You saw that in the Denver game. Marvin Mims goes over the top. And Percy Butler was like, what the heck? Derek Forrest was the only one who was way out in position covering the wrong dude. And Percy Butler's over the top by himself, who can't go sideline to sideline, by the way. We're playing like a ball hawk and man coverage off of the receivers. And how many interceptions have we dropped already this season?
It feels like 10 already.
The Arizona game, we literally dropped 3. The Denver game, we dropped 2 more. Buffalo, we dropped like 2. I think who caught one? Kendall caught one in the Buffalo game.
Kendall Percy dropped one in garbage time. Forbes has dropped like 4.
If we want to create
Percy Butler's dropped one. Derek Forrest dropped a couple. Cam Kirk dropped a couple. I feel like we lead the league in dropped and almost turnovers every year. Like fumbles that we don't recover.
Almost sacks, almost interceptions.
Man, we're the most almost team, bro. Like, oh my God. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. That's us, bro. That's Washington, bro.
That actually sums it up. All right, so just to round it out, let's give a quick prediction on this game. I mean, ESPN says the Falcons have a 58% chance of winning it. Caesar Sportsbook says Falcons are 2.5-point favorites. Over under is 42.5. I like the line. I think the Falcons should be 3-point favorites almost. And I think the over under 42.5 is not bad at all. I think that's perfect. I hate to say this, but this is a game before the season. We say like this is when we win. You have to win this. Like, Desmond Ritter's looked terrible until last week. Like, Arthur Smith is not a good coach. Like they're not a good team. They have good people in the field. They have good talent.
Man, Nicolas Cage.
He looks terrible. He must maybe want to shave my mustache, man. I'm like, what the hell he got going on over there? Yeah. But they're not a good team. Like before the season, we're like, this is a win. This is an easy win for us.
They're gonna be in contention to win that division because there's nothing in that division.
No, the Saints look good when Derek Carr's not hurt. But other than that, like,
and no. Tampa's cool, but like, how long are we gonna trust Baker Mayfield? You know,
no, never, ever. So I don't know, man. I just don't know what to expect. I don't know what team we're about to have come out and play against this team.
I think it's going to be a lot of nasty football being played on Sunday. I think it's going to be ugly as hell. I think my prediction on the show and on Big Doug's, Joe, when we did our score prediction, I predicted 24-16 Atlanta. And I feel like we're going to get there in the most ugly fashion. Like there's going to be like a fumble picked up for a touchdown, and it's going to be all running backs because I don't see either passing game dominating the other unit. Like if Ritter dogs us, we have some serious problems going on. And the Falcons defense is good, bro, especially covering the pass. Like, I don't know, man. I'm predicting us to lose strictly because I'm trying to reverse psych us to win the game, though, because when I predict us to play terribly, we look good. So I'm not going with any optimism for the rest of the year.
No, I mean, I want my hopes to be absolutely low because you can't hurt me. I'm immune to this. We are numb to this. He said Arthur Smith is better than you're giving him credit for, and that says a doubter of his. I don't think he's that good. I think especially as like an in-game coach, like I don't think his coaching decisions are good. He's not as bad as Ron Rivera, but he's up there. Like Ron is like the king of not like zero game awareness.
Arthur Smith has time to develop these things though. Like Ron is in year 13 and he's still trash. So it's like
at least they got one good player out of their draft, and he's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Bijan Robinson blows out our whole draft if you combined everybody. Bijan Robinson,
the one player, because we're not getting production from anything. But hey, 24-16, one possession game. We'll have our chances. This is an extremely winnable game. I probably in my heart and soul think we're going to win this game, but I can't put that on wax. I can't put that on ink right now. Falcons win the game 24-16. What you got?
I think I said 23-20 on Doug, which is funny because that's right out what Vegas is saying. 3-point win. I honestly think that the Falcons do win this until I see something different, like you said. And it starts with the defense. Like I'm not too mad at the offense because, like I said it on the live stream of Bleacher Report. Dude, I feel so bad for Eric Bieniemy because he's down every game. He has to just wipe away every play that he has at the beginning of the game. You know how disrespectful it is that the Bears won the toss
and deferred.
And they took the ball to start the game, bro.
Yeah, they didn't defer. Yeah,
they said 95% of teams
defer.
Yeah. Dude, they said this team is so bad to start the game. They go down so fast. We want our struggling offense to get the ball first to build momentum and ride it through the whole game. And they did that. They bent us over at home and spanked us for 4 quarters and said, okay, that was easy. Now Justin Fields looks great. DJ Moore hit his entire season prop touchdown in one game almost.
Yeah. So like produced our whole receiving core season through 5 weeks in one game.
That's so bad, dude. Like that's as embarrassing as it gets. And that doesn't get talked about enough. Like the Bears literally took the ball to start the game.
Yep,
in a primetime game.
And they went right down the field on us with no hesitation. But that also doesn't excuse the offense putting up 3 points in the first half, though.
It doesn't. But at the same time, like
your defense was as bad as us going into that game, and we did nothing to them.
Yeah. But you are down against the Broncos quick, fast. You're down against the Eagles. You're down against the Bills, and Sam has his worst game of his career so far. So you're still just like, Sam, you just got to keep throwing the ball, bud. Like, there's nothing much we can do. We can't really run the ball down 17 points.
The offense has started slow every week, though. Like, the offense has started slow every week of the season, and except for the Eagles game. And in the Eagles game, as soon as we get a 2-possession lead, you already know that shit ain't about to last because that's crazy. Like, our games go either one of 2 ways. Like, we either start fast and fizzle out, or we start slow and we make a gallant attempt to come back and it doesn't finish. It's just like rinse, wash, repeat. When are we going to see new blood and new life in this team?
What are we going to see 4 whole quarters? I don't think it'll be this Sunday. Like, I hate to say it. Like you said, until we see something.
Put an opponent away. I would love to see us get up and just put foot on neck for 4 quarters.
When's the last time we've won by like more than 2 possessions?
The Texans game last year, and I think that's like the only. And I think we ended up only winning by 2 possessions when it looked like a blowout. We should have beat them like 35-0.
They started coming back at the end. I remember that.
Yep.
Kendall Fuller had a pick 6. Started out hot, and we just couldn't put them away. Rio, let them know where they can find you at. Obviously, if they don't already, they should.
Yes, sir. Rio_Robinson 91 on social media. Rio Robinson, Rambling with Rio on YouTube. Y'all know the vibes. I wish we could give y'all more positive vibrations. I'm manifesting the Cody Barton breakout game. Say it with me, y'all. Cody Barton breakout game.
Nah, we're gonna end it on that note. I'm gonna cut this out somehow. I don't know if you can edit a live stream, but I'm gonna cut that. People are gonna be clipping this like, Rio, what the hell was you smoking that night? When Kyle Pitts has 300 yards at halftime.
I ain't mean none of it. I'm trying. I'm trying.
I ain't got nothing left, man. I'm just throwing everything out there. See what sticks. But Rio, I appreciate you, man. We got some good stuff coming up. I am going to start doing like some draft guys. Not just because we're sucking right now, but honestly, draft season's all season long. I'll start doing some more video breakdowns, stuff like that. Some more streams on Bleacher Report. Rio's going to be at the games. I'm gonna go to the Giants game when we play at home. When is it? Like the 19th?
The 19th of November. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be in Virginia for like a week and a half. Maybe.
Hopefully,
like
we got something to cheer for at that point.
I know. Well, we might do something. Dude, we should do like a live show or something one night somewhere, man.
Oh, that'd be vicious. Yeah.
We have people out, get drunk.
We definitely do it. Oh yeah. We
especially if we lose to the Giants.
We could definitely hook something like that up. That'd be tough.
We'll find something in Northern Virginia. But I appreciate y'all stopping by. Rio, it's good to have you on, man. And 1:00 Sunday, we'll be live tweeting. Hopefully we win. If not, it's gonna be ugly. But I'll see y'all next time here on the JTFB. Peace.